Hey everybody, thanks for joining us tonight on Wednesday's Sharky Waters Wednesday Night Dive. Tonight in the house with us is the lovely Deborah Gross, our Shark Attack commentator, Cassandra Bryant, Eric the Clock Doctor keeping us in line and on time, and Tor the producer back there behind the wires. And then we've got a mechanically separated chicken-eating Moscone cat there. I was saying he doesn't do that, but he nabbed one and is going for it. Everybody in the chat rooms, thanks for joining us. Everybody who's been hitting the shares and the likes for the Sharky Water stuff, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We're trying to grow this thing so that we can promote the game that we all love. Do a little housekeeping to the beginning of that. The people who are helping us do that is Harold Prine from Prine Custom Cues. They've got me set up with this Optimus Prine carbon fiber shaft. Anybody who comes and plays on it, you might want to give this thing a shot and see how, give your formal review. And then Tipsy Tomato, our house of pizza, where we go and enjoy ourselves and do our little pizza social after the show. And then Clean Slate Billiards, working on changing over to Clean Slate pool tables. That's part of the campaign that we're doing, is a Clean Slate 2020, rehabilitating anything and everything. So you can check out Clean Slate Billiards on Facebook and check out some of the philosophy behind that and some of what we're looking at and aiming to do to help launch everybody into a 2020 new year. With us tonight at the guests is Jesse Bergman. A lot of you guys know him from last season. He pretty much dominated the entire season one, beating me 3 different times in a race to 5, making it 3-0. And then you also won the season finale. Came in dressed sharp to the nines, meaning business. I've been doing a little work, so I'm hoping to bring a better challenge to you there. So we're gonna do the same thing we always do. Eric's gonna flip the clock. We're gonna do the 30 minutes of open swim, hanging out and catching up on all kinds of stuff. And then we'll get after that Shark Attack with a race to 7 and 9 ball. Show me what we got.
All right, so to come with a drill, I got 2 drills. This one's pretty easy, and then the other one's kind of more difficult, but I was having a lot of trouble at league with this one shot, and that drill I'll explain. But this one's easy. The 1 ball, the 2 ball, the 3 ball, the 4 ball, and the 5 ball. You got 5 shots at colliding with them or just resting very close to them, but you can't collide hard with them. Your cue ball has to rest still around that diamond.
Okay.
You get 4 tries at each ball, and then each completion you have counts as a point, and you score it on 20 points.
I got a marker over here.
So
you can 4 tries.
Right, and you can go at the ball any way you want. You can draw into it, go 10 rails.
4 tries, pocketing the 7.
Pocketing the 7.
Going for a hit.
Right.
Let's see it. Is that too far? Or does that count as a point?
That counts,
Okay.
as long as it rests still within a ball.
I don't know if that might have been out of the ball, but I'll mark you for the point.
I grabbed the cue ball pretty quick.
Yeah, right.
Foul!
And is this going on diamond?
Diamond.
Okay. 2. Cassandra, while you're over there, would you do us the favor of looking up a quote of the week?
Yeah, I wouldn't count that one.
Okay, no counting on that one. Still 2 out of 3 is pretty good. That's real good.
All right, so
All
then,
right, now you do the next one.
yeah, I just take away the 1.
Okay.
So now we're going at the 2 ball.
Okay, so you got 3.
All right. So I think which direction? It's probably easier to just draw into it.
And you get ball in hand?
Yeah, you get ball in hand, you can do it from anywhere you want.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty close.
Ooh. It's a miss.
Yeah, they're gonna start getting, you're gonna wanna get like all 4 on that one if you wanna get a good score, right?
Right. Oh yeah, they add up. Every one of them.
Tor, it looked like you were gonna say something when I was mentioning how well-dressed Jesse was at the season finale.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that he whooped ass in the tournament, and then you said you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, he really did. I feel like we all knew that was coming as soon as he showed up.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
Didn't mark that other one. You did get one more though.
I definitely tried to put good energy into the universe that day.
Get me out there. And I know that's like a thing for you to invite everybody out to that spot. It's an amazing place on Fox Island. If you're
Anderson Island.
Anderson Island, yeah, I'm sorry. If you're not from the Washington area, go ahead and Google that and like check out where it's at. It's a pretty cool little spot. Jesse and I spent the 4th of July evening there doing fireworks with our kids. So are you trying to get on the 3-ball?
Just trying to marry basically
marry
to
it onto it.
Yeah, just barely roll into it.
Yeah.
It's a lot about, it's about your direction, but it's also about speed control.
Big time, right?
Yeah.
Big time. I didn't mark that other one. You got another one now, that first 3-ball one. Now, you'll forgive me if I'm stepping out of bounds here, but since the last time you've played and everything, you've taken a good break from pool, you know?
I have.
Let's go over that. How's it been?
Healthy.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. I know you're doing more reading and more journal writing.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just taking care of myself more in general. I mean, every area of my life, but
yeah,
with that comes taking a step back from playing pool as much as I was. I mean, at the time I was playing every day, you know, as much as I could every day. Now I play on Sundays. I have my tap team, you know, from on Sunday nights that I've always wanted to be a part of. You know, for the next 20 years, I want to be a part of that team.
Yeah.
4 hours every night, see my friends, shoot some pool.
Shout out. Who are they again? Colton, Scott, Tina?
Colton Herrera, Scott Seidelman, and Tina. Patrick McNulty. Let's see. Neil Sanford and Chris Tapper.
Good guys. All of them are good people.
John Boldman.
I'm playing with Scott and Tina and Colton on my
How many shots is
Tuesday night team. You're done on the 3-ball, I believe.
What are we sitting at? 5 points right now,
5.
right?
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty good.
Ooh.
That one was.
I need to rethink this one.
Yeah, maybe this way?
Yeah. Nah. I should probably just try to stick with this method. That way I know how to control my angle.
You're gonna go two rails?
No,
And go
I'm
on
just
to
gonna
one and go straight to it?
at it. But that might be a good idea. More rails help slow you down.
Yeah.
Just spin it a little bit more. With no bottom. No bottom though.
Well, I don't know if you took a look at my clean slate post, but it's like right up your alley about getting a good reset and a good evaluation on priorities, a good evaluation on what's working for you and what's not, even if that's part of your routine and
You know,
part of your habits. We've talked a lot about that in our own side friendship conversations.
Right.
And
I've seen you post good things and I love seeing those things, but I haven't been on Facebook much lately.
Right.
I sabotaged my own Facebook.
Yeah, you unfollowed everyone.
Everyone and every page.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I remember when you said that and you
Yeah.
were like, my Facebook feed is really boring.
Yeah, it's empty.
That's cool though.
The only thing I have is the Northwest Billiards page just to keep in touch with it. But
Yeah, no,
that's all my pages.
That's a cool trick. It's like a life hack in its own.
Right.
I'll give you a quick run over of it as I was inviting everybody to join me on this 4-week journey of like getting a clean slate for 2020. And each week will have its own step to it. And is it my turn? Not yet?
I gotta get on the 5.
Okay. How many did you get on there? I wasn't keeping track.
From the overhead, it looked like maybe one.
Okay.
I've taken 3 shots at it, or 2 shots
I can't remember.
At the 4.
at the 4-ball.
Yeah.
I think I've taken 3, so I got one more shot at the 4-ball. It was a bit hard.
Open swim is tough, man, with all the talking and
It
shooting.
is. All right.
It really
And
is.
5 balls our last ball.
So 4 weeks of 4 individual steps, and step 1 being analyze your past. You know, look at everything. good and bad, look at what worked and what didn't, and sort through them, kind of put them in 2 piles. And it hasn't been put out, but the second week, that'll come on Sunday, but the second week is going to be what I call the purge. You know, and I picture like a ayahuasca retreat in South Africa, South America, you know, like just vomit and diarrhea, like dysentery types. It's got to go. Everything's got to go. It's probably not like the beautiful imagery that most people are looking for when they're thinking about finding like clean habit and a path to their own
Heavy.
journeys of success.
How thorough
it's
of
what
a
comes
cleanse.
to my mind. Yeah.
How thorough of a cleanse is that?
Well,
though?
people do all kinds of body cleanses, right? Fastings, like you're doing the Facebook fasting, and food fasting.
Everyone's got their own image of that in their head. It's funny that yours is like so extreme, man. But it's kind of in line with your whole vibe and leading up to what is becoming Clean Slate 2020.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad that you can say that. It's hard for me. There's a lot of ways that I can verbalize it that are comfortable, and some of that, you know, disengaging of it with my emotional base and using some of that imagery as a way of doing that. But deep down inside, I know that you have a friendship that's close enough to me that you understand that it is. It's not like a peaceful thing that I'm like trying to go through here with rebuilding this business and rebuilding myself.
Yeah.
So.
In my mind's eye, mine's just a hot tub, man. You picked the hard way.
Sweating it out, you know, the sauna and the hot tub.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
so now
Jesse,
it's
what
my
was your
turn.
total, man?
Not great.
6.
6.
You've obviously run this
Pretty
drill
rough.
at home a couple times and tried it before today. What's like a good number for you when you're feeling loose? And
Well, when I'm at home, I have I'll set out maybe say like a piece of paper, and I'll just put a piece of paper by the diamond, and I'll just try to get the ball to rest on the piece of paper, and that's a little bit easier. You got a bit more area to work with.
Miss Claire does with dollar bills.
Yeah.
She gets to keep them.
I haven't kept score on it in a while. I honestly can't remember what a good score for me is. I probably haven't kept score on that drill for a year.
6 could be a very good number, a tough number to
There's
beat.
1.
1. Pressure's on.
Yeah. Speaking of taking things on the chin, I know I told you off the scenes about where I spent my evening, and I'll tell you, it messed with my temperature. My hands are clammy. It was the first thing I told Tor was regulating my body temperature. It has been a thing, you know. It's a privilege to have a warm house.
Yeah. Puts things in perspective for a night, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Juanita Leon says that she's emptying her entire house next week to go along with that purging theme, and I've been doing that recently too. I've gotten downsized so much, and
You were doing that too.
less clutter around you. I feel like decluttering your space declutters your mind. In a sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
totally.
I've been cleaning house as well. It feels good. Just to get those things gone that you look at and say, oh, I need to get rid of that, or
Well,
when am I going to have a use for this?
And then you can't focus on the things that you actually need to get done because all you're focused on is
Rethink this here.
everything that's around.
I'm gonna try this way.
Growing up in my household, my mom's like the running joke with my mom, and she was like, spring cleaning is daily,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
not just for spring.
You shouldn't have a special occasion just to clean your house, right?
At one point in time, in like a less mature mindset of mine, this was more back when I was in Hawaii, and I couldn't get my mom to come visit with the lures of all the Hawaii things, you know, and Mom, you should come visit, Mom, you should come visit, and you know, she would never come visit, and losing my thought. What were we just saying?
Cleaning house.
Cleaning house. And so I was telling her at one point, if you come, I'll clean my house, Ma. You know, I will, because I
I'm that
remember being
desperate.
young. I remember being young, and Mom would make us clean the house. You know, get real down into cleaning it, and then
yeah.
we'd be like, why are we cleaning? Like, Grandma's coming over. Like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden you turn like, oh, Grandma's coming over. I better go clean like some other things in my room. You know, and start
Yeah.
the influence of cleaning house and how that affects you in presenting yourself to the people that you're trying to share space with and time with is important.
Well, dude, and the
suppose.
generational effect of like, you got to imagine yourself compared to your parents' level of strictness. You're like, I'm the chill, I'm the laid back one. Mom's the one, and then
Right.
you think about your mom's mom. It's like compounding levels of
Right.
pressure and stress
Yeah.
in the household. And
Mom's no joke.
It's true. There's this story about my mother's grandmother, my grandma West, and the neighbor's cat got in the house one time when they were visiting, and this woman was in her 80s at the time, but she was walking across the room, and she sees this cat and perfect 2 steps, kicks it out the door, and the cat just takes off running. But she said she
That's
had
like
perfect
the
form.
adrenaline of a mom's kid who's stuck under a car. So much passion, she just could all of a sudden move and get sprightly.
Lift it up and save the person from underneath it. Adrenaline is a heck of a thing. She must have felt some kind of way about that cat.
That's what I'm saying. Must have been passionate about that cat.
Oh, that reminds me, my sister has a funny story about my grandpa Pablo, who I have zero memory of, but he was like the immigrant Mexican who crossed the border. And Grandma Nita in my family, Grandma Nita was the one who was the legal immigrant, and Grandpa was the illegal immigrant, and he was like pretty rough and abusive to her. And the story went that she would have enough, and she'd say, "Hey, well, you want me to call you in or what? You gonna straighten up, or you gonna go back to Mexico?" And
You can make me call
yeah,
immigration
totally,
on you?
totally, and he would straighten back up. But my sister has a memory of him. She was walking by and spilled some M&Ms on the ground, and like he got up and she thought he was gonna help her, and he like crushed him with his cane. As he like walked by.
dude, that's cold.
Yeah,
That's cold-blooded.
mean old grandpa. There's something to that about age, though, right? About kind of giving less fucks as you get older.
Oh yeah, dude, definitely.
Golly, I'm doing bad here.
I remember
Tough.
being
It is.
real young and coming home from a trip to Mexico, and a kid in the airport dropping like a tube of M&Ms, and it broke and went everywhere, and his dad, like loud as can be, was just like, "Well, the flight leaves in 5 minutes, you better clean them up quick." And that kid being like, "Oh shit." And in that moment, I was probably only like 11 or 12. I was like, "Dude, that's so harsh." Like
Yeah.
it was an accident or whatever. And the kid being like so stressed, and like all the people around him in the airport were like, "Oh fuck, we better help this kid like clean his shit up."
Maybe that was the dad's plan all along.
Dad just sat there and
Good at that angle.
Yeah.
Just watched.
Boy.
nice shot, Tom.
I'm sitting here thinking in my head as I missed that shot that's probably the closest segue we'll get to like the children's toy drive Scotch Doubles tournament that you're running that we wanted to talk about and let people know. Come bring your toys. Come sweat some matches. You got any spots open yet still, or is it closed?
I do have a couple spots open. I had a couple people
spots
drop
open
out.
if you guys want to play. The lovely Deborah Gross, our #1 fan who's always here, she works at TNA Supplies. It's like carpet and flooring supplies. And she's like done some groundwork there, and from word on the streets and the grapevine is that there's like trash cans full of toys coming in, and so it's gonna be pretty awesome. Jesse takes these toys over to the Seattle Children's Hospital, where Rich Geiler has actually donated a pool table where it's like bright blue on the bed and multicolors on the rails, and so I just want to take a second to thank the pool community. Because in this one particular arena, I think that we really are shining really good at a way that looks like a way that what we're envisioning the people of Sharky Waters and the family and the people running the tournaments and the people coming in and out of the establishments, that when we pool ourselves together as pool people, that we can do some cool things for some people in need. And thanks for your work in doing that.
Thank you.
It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna play in it. Are you
Yeah.
playing in it?
Yeah.
Then I'll see you in the finals.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, I'm excited. It's nice to be able to like actually use our platform and our community to do some good like this. You know, it's not Jack and Jill. It's open.
Did I skip that ball?
Yeah.
I did,
Just skip
okay.
that one.
Can you explain what that means? Not Jack and Jill, it's open.
So Jack and Jill normally means boy-girl on a team. You can't have 2 boys or 2 girls.
That's what I was thinking. It was 2 girls.
So you need, being open, you can have 2 females, 2 males, anything you want. The caps are different though. But we let the caps open pretty high so that just about anybody can play with anybody. We did it by Fargo cap, but you don't really need a Fargo in order to play. As long as we can place your skill level approximately, we can get you in a group. But
I'm going to go ahead and warn
Nice,
everybody
so you
ahead
heard
of
it.
time that I can't see it as too inappropriate to let my son Clyde come around for at least a match or 2.
right, it's a
Seeing how it's
children's
a
toy
children's
drive.
toy
yeah.
drive. I also plan on giving him a little bit of exposure about how there are kids, and he's got plenty of it. He knows all about donations and donating, and is very concerned that we're doing our part. And but it's still nice for him to be able to witness other people being able to contribute to that, and maybe I think he'll probably come with me to help pick out my toys. So the entry fee for anybody who wants to jump in is
$80 plus a toy of $10 value or greater. So, if
come
you
with your
don't-
$40 and your partner with their $40, and you guys bring 1 toy.
Yes, but if you guys don't bring a toy, I'm charging you $20, and I'm gonna go buy a bunch of toys with that $20.
Seems fair.
Either go buy a $10 toy, or I'm charging you $20.
And they can come, people can come just watch the group of players and bring toys that if they want to
Yeah.
put in, if they already had it in their heart, they wanted to donate something this year.
Yeah,
Everybody watch us play and drop off some
absolutely.
toys.
Come down, hang out. There's gonna be, we had a 64 board full of teams, so that's 128 people. But we dropped out a few of those people, but I'm seeing we have over 100 people in the field. So it's gonna be a good party, that's for sure.
I made a pretty good
matches.
run at it to try and catch you. I did some good work on this 5-ball angle over here, but I've got a lot of improvement to do on the other sides of the wheel. That's fine though. I'm accustomed to that, and with my new year coming on, I'm going to take on all the things that I've got to work on and embrace them. So you can expect for me to do better on that the next time I shoot that drill. What's the other one that you were going to show?
This one is because I was having trouble at league the other night. I was having these off-angle shots into the side pocket, and I needed to just come back to the rail and come out. But I was just kept going so deep, and my angle just kept getting screwed up. I kept putting spin. So this drill, you just put the ball in the center of the table, and you can get ball in hand, and you're practicing getting your cue ball to travel straight down and back up, but you're picking, does it stop at this diamond, or this diamond?
Okay.
So I'm gonna send it, say, all the way down and bring it up to this diamond, and then if I get there successfully, I'll go
Then
to
you'll
this
go
one,
back.
and
Okay.
then start to move down.
Fire in the hole. Short like the evening.
Set my purse down real quick. Spun that one. See, this is a good one. I know there's a way to score it, but I'm just practicing trying to control my cue ball.
Yeah.
My speed, what angle, what kind of
There you go. That's
English.
getting closer.
Yeah,
Let's try it like this.
I got
Let me try
a
it.
good center ball on that one, that's for sure.
Jesse, is there any reason you start on the third diamond and move your way inward? Is there any advantage to practicing it that way, or
Nope. You can start any diamond you want. I mean, most of these drills that I've ever come on are all on billiardsuniversity.org, I think.
Shout out to Dr.
EDU.
Dave.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd
It
love
might
to
be
have Dr.
EDU.
Dave on the show if he's ever interested in
might
that.
be, yeah.
That guy's teaching content is absolutely remarkable.
Right. If you go to that website, there's these exams, and they have seven
that's what you're talking
different
about, real out of control.
drills in the first exam, and you can score from 0 to 100, combined on all those exams, and you kind of get a good place of where you're at
are
and
you
what you can work on.
self-scoring on that? Presumably, you're doing your own score.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just give you a rubric,
go.
and you just follow their system, and it spits out a number.
Right. Really shows you where your weaknesses are, especially individually in each drill, where you finish off at.
The one I was referring to, I think, was a little bit different. It's called billiards.colo state, like Colorado State, .edu, and they have tons of really good drills and information all about billiards. They've done a ton of
That may
research.
still be the same guy.
It might be.
You have
Is
to
it?
kind of dig into that, but
Okay.
I think it is.
Well, then, if it is, that's
Because I
one
think
genius
that-
of a fella.
Yeah, it's like one element of it is his like YouTube videos and his educational content, and then the other one is the platform for the actual university classes to enroll in.
At any rate,
Dude, that's awesome.
you see that like online content is super important, and there's so many things out there that are free that we could use to
Yeah.
get better. I mean,
Yeah,
why not?
installed a TV in the room here. You can't see it on from the cameras, but I've been like shooting pool and watching some Dr. Dave videos to kind of hone in some knowledge and some practice.
Is that close enough? Are you calling that a make, or is that too far?
I'll call that a make. It was with about a ball and a half.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it
Jesse's
was
a kind.
closer to the diamond than
That's
to
good.
the pocket.
A little far, but
Yeah.
damn,
Damn
I'm gonna try
close.
and go middle diamond here now.
The middle diamond?
Yeah.
So right here.
This is also a good example of just being
Spin on
able
that
to
one.
take a shot that was giving you trouble and then creating a drill out of it, you know? And
Yeah,
that's
that's-
exactly right.
Yeah, that's a really important thing to be able to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, they say if you see a pro, if you are somebody who watches a lot of professional matches, like myself, if you'll see when a match ends, a lot of the time, like Alex Pagulayan's really famous for doing this, that if he loses a match or something on a shot or
He'll walk right back
whatever,
up to the table.
as soon as the match is over, he's going to the table and he's taking that same shot like 5, 6, 7 times and seeing why did he miss that shot,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. There's a saying that an amateur will shoot a shot until he learns to make it. You know, if you miss it, you try again, you miss it, you try again, you miss it, you try again. An amateur will shoot it until they learn to make it. And a pro will shoot it until they can't miss it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good defining difference between an amateur and a pro in my mind.
A lot of pro level musicians use that same analogy. You don't practice until you can play it right. You practice until you can't play it wrong. Same thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So there's another saying that goes, an amateur has shot 10,000 balls and a pro has shot 10,000 balls 10,000 times.
Or the one, I don't fear a man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear a man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times.
Yeah.
Some real like Confucius
Yeah.
type stuff here.
That actually
That
reminds
actually
me
may
of this
be
time
Confucius.
I was surfing in Kewala Basin, Hawaii. It's right outside of Ala Moana Beach Park, where the boat slips that we used to captain the boats were. And me and a buddy of mine, we used to surf out there at sunset every day. And you know, one last wave syndrome. You know, one more, and the next thing you know, it's like pretty dark. You're like, we gotta go, you know. And we go in and we're washing our boards under the public rinse areas where you shower off. And this news lady in a news van comes up and she's like, we'd like to interview you guys if you don't mind. And we're like, yeah, sure. And she's like, what do you have to say about the 13-foot tiger shark that was out there? And I like just kind of took a deep breath and was like, we had no idea. You know, they like usually give pretty good alerts, but at this particular junction, we like had missed the alerts or whatever on the radio or whatever. And my buddy like leans back and he's like, are you sure it wasn't 13 1-foot sharks? and so they're like, oh, you know, and they finished the interview and they're like, it'll be on at 7:30 or whatever. And we like, you know, grab beers and we're all watching the news and they like didn't even show our interview. They like showed
they
some other
cut
people.
you.
And so like, oh, dude, you made it all weird. Well, I thought for sure they would put it out there.
You gotta imagine like you've seen all the news footage of like the crazy person that like did make it through. So like there's another surfing one where there was like some record waves and the guy they interviewed just the most like super stoned sounding beach bum dude who was like the waves is just so gnar there like 30 you get hit in the wake like whoop-aw. And it's so over the top and you're like really that's the dude they interviewed.
Totally. I'll tell you what I know about like that kind of environment and like real big wave surfing in Hawaii. You go to Pipeline Oahu and that's like the famous surf break because it's so huge, but it's really close enough that you can see it from the beach. And it's also close enough that when it's so big, you can feel the sand rumble on the ground because it's tons of power coming. We were there at Pipeline one day watching. I like never was able to do that kind of surfing, you know. But dude catches a barrel the size, big enough to drive a school bus through, man. And he's like 6'2", and you know, does his whole arm standing up all the way through it, and then comes out and grabs his board. He's walking off the beach like right past us. And you'd think the dude was like stepping out of the gates of heaven or off of the highest psychedelic trip he'd ever been. You know, his eyes were just dilated, all huge, and you know, the look and persona of him, it was like really moving, and like kind of, it must be an amazingly powerful thing to be able to do that. But you can just tell right, it wasn't that guy that you're talking about that they interviewed. You know what I mean? It absolutely false persona, you know, fake news is what happened right there. All right, I'm gonna go one diamond, but to the cushion and back. Well, I'm not even gonna make it.
Step one.
Yeah, can't forget that.
Dude, you just gotta. I'm just imagining that dude's mind headspace. You know, you gotta feel like a champion after a wave like that. Makes me think like, what's the equivalent of that in the pool world?
Running racks, it's got to be, you know, almost. And I've caught big enough. I've caught big enough waves, and I've had some pretty powerful surfing experiences that there's almost a loss in reality there. You're so in the zone that you don't realize how long it was or how big it was. You can, you know, imagine you ride that thing all the way down, and when you finally, you don't fall because you wiped out. You like turn around gracefully to go paddle out and catch another one, and you look back and you're like, holy moly, I'm way out here. You know, and you don't realize how far you were. On the pool table, when I play well, I almost lose track of how many balls I've made, how many racks I've played, you know, that kind of stuff. You can shoot a lot of balls because you're in that zone. It's almost like the word mindfulness encapsulates being full of everything, like so encompassed with everything that how can you focus on one single thing at all? You know, if you're truly being mindful of your moment in your environment.
Dude, speaking of being truly like mindful and present in your environment, we been like so present in this conversation that all the sand ran out of the timer.
Yeah, I had one last thing actually. I was hoping to ask. Someone just was commenting that Lacey said she was wondering if you guys had any tips for shooting long shots. She's pretty new and she has a hard time shooting straight. Tee-hee. She added at the end.
It's gotta be.
If, like,
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So if you guys just had just a few thoughts real quick before we end this about keeping that ball straight in long shots.
So, like any shot, I believe, once you know how to shoot it, and it's just following, it's a lot easier on a table that's where there's distance to get the ball to roll rather than putting any kind of spin on it.
Making it slide some kind of way. Imagine it scooting on its bottom
like
with some weird spin.
Yeah, it makes it go kind of off course. So putting top spin or center on the ball most of the time is the best way to keep the ball to roll straight. But after that, you just gotta get down onto your line and trust that you're gonna make that ball. Don't just keep looking down at your cue and up and down and trying to measure. Just get down, make sure you're in line, and then stare at the ball and allow your body to do what it knows how to do. Once you've practiced enough shots, your body knows how to do it.
Okay, so just a couple things. So put a little bit of topspin on it. Keep your cue nice and level, and then stay close to the, get as low as possible so that you can have a little bit better angle at it, and then trust yourself and just practice.
Big time. Trust yourself, and don't forget to visualize your back target point of the pocket and all the space that your object ball will roll over, and then to the back of that ball to the spot where visualize yourself shooting that long shot, and even you can see there's threads on your. Take your line and get down on it.
I think this is this is such a great question and thing to bring up, especially since the first drill we were working on had so much of a speed control thing. I remember when Eric and I first started working on our accuracy on those long shots, recognizing that putting topspin on it allows you to like really not have to hit the ball as hard as you think.
Right.
You know, you assume that you're going a table length or maybe a table and a half, depending on your leave or whatever. But I got in the habit of lightening my stroke up like 25 to 30% or something because that topspin just gives it the extra room to keep
It
rolling.
allows
Right.
you to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it also allows the ball to just take off at its proper rolling line, you know, without putting any of that spin to it.
Yeah, exactly.
The best.
Well, there you have it, Lacey. Tee-hee.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break here, and when we return, Cassandra is our crew member on the hill who won our last crew match, and I believe she's going to be up against
Let me borrow your chair real
Eric.
quick.
And we're going to see who gets to keep the old crew championship belt for one more week. All of that and more when we return on Sharky Waters, The Night Dive. All right, everybody, welcome back. They're going to flip the coin. Cassandra presumably is choosing crown. I mean, you're always crown, Cassandra. Let's be honest. Oh, they're reflipping now. Did Eric call crown this time?
He almost always calls VIP.
Ricky.
I don't know what came over me.
There is like a statistic or like a mathematical thing somewhere that says when you when you make a choice out of, never mind, it's out of 3 options that only this thing works. Ignore me.
Are you talking
Ignore me.
about the 3 doors? You pull away one door after they've made their choice and tell them if they want to change their mind or not?
Yeah,
At
so
that point, it's a 50% chance versus a 33%.
yeah, exactly. No, you totally explained it better than I would have.
Well,
I digress. Eric is gonna break here now. As our viewer count plummets, people are like, "What are you guys talking about?" Sharky Waters crew match. Yeah, Lacey says, thanks for the tips. Thanks for asking the questions, Lacey. We don't get nearly as many questions as we hope for. And we're fortunate to have a lot of people here that are really good at pool, that have been playing for a long time. And and have a lot of knowledge, and we're all very, very willing to share that knowledge. So yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks for the questions and the support. Eric drops the 7-ball, it looks like, on the break. Long shot on the 1, like we were just talking about. Maybe he'll put a little top on it.
I shouldn't. Not for the play. I guess I could. One pass.
Tell Lacey the best phrase, maybe the best phrase that I ever heard or was told was aim small, miss small. And it's accurate.
Yeah. Get very
Cool.
specific with where you want to do, where you want to go, and what you want to do with it.
Cassandra up at the table looking at this 1 ball now.
Oh, I was way off.
You weren't specific enough.
I was pretty specific. I just missed the ball. I missed my aim.
She doesn't quite get what she's looking for. So we got Eric up to bat. He's kicking some cables from our AV setup aside so he can get a clean look at this 1. Doesn't get the corner he was looking for, I don't think, but he whips it back around and
No problem.
kind of bobbles it into that corner and leaves himself actually like looking okay on the 2-ball.
Oh man, I haven't played in a while, have I?
Yeah.
Should probably line him up again. Start lining him up instead of just.
Eric, I don't know if you can hear it overhead, but he's feeling a little rustiness in his stroke there and as he gives Cassandra the table back.
Oh my goodness. That's tough.
And
I think I got the stick there.
Cassandra, a little bit of the same, but she leaves him locked behind that 5-ball, looking safe, so.
Some paper on this game. Don't let me down.
That was Casey.
Yeah.
Nice attempt, just doesn't quite get that tight V that he was hoping for. Leaves himself a little exposed here.
She's playing herself right into my trap.
Plays right into my trap, Eric says, as he sits down after missing a shot. Proverbially sits down, he's actually standing. Cassandra opts to not go for any combo or any corner look. Gets the 2 in there. Leaves herself close to the 3, but a little deeper, I think, than she wanted. She's unfortunately going to have to reach for that that bamboo bridge. We call that being bamboozled here at Sharky Waters. I just had to shake my head at Eric as he was about to get back on microphone. You're in a match, good sir. Keep your eyes on the prize. Multitasker. I can host and answer questions in the chat room and miss the 1 and the 2-ball all at the same time. Well, Cassandra gets that 3 to go where she was looking and gets a little dangerous in that corner, but looking at a long look at the 4, but it looks like she's got the angle there to make it happen. Nice little carom there. We're all behind the scenes here, excited. Our new Sharky Waters stickers just came in. I believe we've got a couple people. Yeah, Casey, and I was just looking for our list here. Kevin and Dallas and Daniel and Ed. No, excuse me, those are our guests. I'm here revealing our secrets. My bad, guys. Beautiful make there by Cassandra, and she leaves herself looking nice and cheesy with this combo. Let's see if she can run it down the table. But yeah, I digress. We've got Sharky Water stickers coming to you. Cassandra, you've got a fan club here in the chat room. Casey and Juanita both saying your praises. Shout out to those two. Shout out to those two for supporting the show, Casey and Juanita. We really appreciate having your eyes on what we're doing, and Jordan says he's a fan as well. 6-ball in the yeah, that's right, Jordan Urban. Dom's saying from behind the scenes that we've got Jordan coming up here on a future episode. Excited to have you on the show here pretty soon, Jordan. 6 in the side. Oh, and that cut is just a little too tight. That 8 won't go. It looked like that cue ball was going to really have some legs on it, but it stopped just shy of getting that straight on shot. Yeah, that's right, Jordan. We'll have a sticker for you when you get here. Just leaves a duck there in the corner. Unlucky. It looks like it's all but over, but we'll see what Eric makes of this. It was looking shady there. Let's see if this 9 goes in the corner. And it does. Nice out by Eric. Wrapping things up. We're going to take another very short break here. When we return, we're going to have the Shark Attack. Games of 9-ball. Jesse and Dom are going to race to 7. The first to 7 wins. We'll get more info on the rules and all that good stuff with Cassandra, our pro Shark Attack commentator, here in just a moment. So yeah, give us a sec to get set up for that. We'll be back with all of that and more on Sharky Waters, The Night Dive.
What it is, okay? I said empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
All right, we're back. The boys are going to lag for the break here to see who gets to break first. Oh, hard to say. Looks like Dom took it there. Yeah, welcome back to Sharky Waters. We're in the Shark Attack. I'm your co-host, Tor. I'm here with our pro commentator, Cassandra. How you doing, Cassandra?
Good, how are you?
Super great. Very happy to be here. Cassandra, for those who are new to the Shark Attack, could you go ahead and let us know about the rules of this game?
Absolutely. It is a 9-ball race to 7. The gentlemen have already lagged for the break. You must hit the lowest ball first. Any ball must make contact. Any ball must hit a cushion after contact, legal contact. And the 3 foul rule is in effect. And that means that if your opponent fouls 2 times in a row, you must let them know that they have fouled twice. And then if they foul for a 3rd time, that is the loss of that specific rack.
Some of you may remember from season 1, we've got a pretty long ongoing rivalry here between these two guys.
Jesse had to break out his jump cue early on that one. Made good contact, but Dom can see the 1 ball here.
Yeah, left him a little alleyway between the 8 and the 6. Plenty of room to walk there.
Oh, he just barely missed the 1 ball. It comes back down to the other side. And it doesn't look like it peeked out quite enough behind the 5 ball for Jesse to see it. So he's probably going to be kicking at this 1 ball. Great contact on the 1 ball by Jesse. Gets that 9 ball moving too. Great try on that 1 ball, Dominic. Got a second chance there at the 3, but wanted to sit right in front of that corner pocket. Great 1-3 combo by Jesse. Left the 1 ball a little bit tough though. Looks like he's measuring out to play it safe. Great try trying to squeak behind the 9 ball. But he left the 1 ball pretty nasty on the 7. Great contact by Dom. Jesse pots the 1 in the side pocket. Two in the opposite side. is a good look at this 4-ball in the corner pocket. Oh, he tried to draw back for the 5. Nah. Misjudged the stroke, I think. He left Dom tough, though. The 9-ball in between the 2-ball and the 4. Oh, great try. Good use of inside English by Jesse. Come back for the 4-ball or 5-ball. Jesse barely misses the 5-ball. Gives Dom a chance here. Great bank attempt. Nice shot and drawback from the 5 for the 6. Great shot on the 6-ball. Squeaks past the 8 for the 7. Nice shot on the 7-ball. Great shape on the 8. Nice out by Jesse Bergman. That puts them 1-0. Jesse. First game of the night.
Long run of games these two guys have had against each other on this show.
Absolutely, they're both a pleasure to watch, and they kind of have this friendly rivalry on the pool table.
Yeah, Dom's signaling across the room that we've had a couple hills. How many, remind me, Dom, sorry, I know you're in the middle of the game, but how many games in total was your original run, that original contest that you guys had against each other? Race to, but the race, it was races to 7, but it was 7 of those. It was 3, okay, I see. 3 races to 7, yeah, 21 games in total.
Episodes 1, 5, and 10.
That's right, episodes 1, 5, and 10.
Because we went
Well, it was
twice.
Yeah, Eric's doing some quick math, some quick clock doctor math, and recognizing that it's like over 30 games that I think these guys have played against each other on the show, and including you guys did match up in the finals.
No, not in the finals. We did play in the finale though. We did match up. Who'd you play in the finals?
And Jesse beat Jeff Jerome in that finals match to take home the cash.
Great safety played there by Jesse, just rolling up on the 1 to hide behind the 2. Great kick by Dominic. He made the 1 ball in the corner pocket. He has eyes on the 2 ball. Great carom into the 6 ball off of the 2. Good looking out. Oh, he barely misses that 2 ball there. Good shot by Jesse on the 2. Come out middle of the table. Get on the 3. Great stroke to sneak over and off of the rail for the 4 ball. Nice little follow there on the 4 to come down table for the 5. Nice table speed coming off of the back rail. Nice draw stroke there. Get on the left side of this 9 ball. Oh.
Man, I know we were saying that, talking about how Jesse took quite a big break from the game, but that break is not showing right now. He's playing with a lot of confidence and doing almost everything he's intending to do without error.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes when you take a break like that, when you come back to the table, you're just so much more in tune with your body and what's happening and what's going on, and everything just kind of lines up better than before.
Reminds me of a couple weeks ago. I know Dom was like going through some light flu symptoms, and like while he was sick, he was like shooting lights out. I don't think I saw him miss an entire ball or miss any balls. Had my brain in 2 places there. I said that really funny.
Great break by Jesse. Looks like he makes the 3 ball and the 7 off of the break. Cue ball threatened to go into the pocket, but it looks like it nicked the 7 just enough to slow it down. All right, and Jesse is on a good run here. Great shot on the 5 ball. There's a couple options on the 6. You can either take it down table or put it in the side. Side pocket it is. Looks like he gave himself almost the same shot on this 9 ball as last time. Looks like he's a little bit closer to the 50-yard line. Great out by Jesse. That brings the score 3-0 Jesse. Jesse's going to be back up to break this time.
The record's 3.
That's my record too.
No better time than that.
Jesse broke dry. It's pretty uncharacteristic. Dominic is back up at the table, has a nice look at this 1 ball to come around for the 2. Great stroke, brings the cue ball back to the middle of the table. Great stroke. Good leave on the 3 ball. Nice shot on the 3 ball, trying to come around 4 rails to get on the 4. You can definitely see. You can definitely see part of it. Oh, he went for the bank combo and almost made it.
Wow.
Great attempt. And that was a sporty shot.
Doesn't have to go in to be sporty.
I don't think so. I mean, that's a good attempt. It definitely had the possibility of going. Even the attempt of it was pretty sporty. Lots of people would have played safe right there.
Yeah.
Great ball speed by Jesse to come around for this 5. Put it in the side. Nice draw stroke there.
You believe a monster lurks in each of us.
Oh, he just barely misses that 6 ball. Leaves Dom a little tough. Looks like he has a combo option here. Maybe a save or a bank. Ooh, great try. Trying to put the cue ball behind the 9. Jesse almost made that 6 ball in 2 different pockets. Oh, Dominic accidentally fouled there. I think he nicked the 7 ball trying to masse around it. Nice ball speed on the 6 ball. Gets almost perfect shape on the 7 ball to just float past the 9. He hits it firm though and comes up to the middle of the table.
that drill they were running came in handy there. He really came back right where he wanted that cue ball to lie. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
There you have it. Smacks it in for fourth win in a row. Man, Jesse's really on fire right now.
He is. He's playing good. Couldn't even tell that he hasn't been playing.
Days.
But who's counting?
Well, that brings Jesse up to his fifth break now, right? Fourth break, I guess, technically. Dom
broke
the first
one.
game and
Yep.
Jesse won it. And pockets a ball on the break there. Looks like the 5?
5 ball. Yep, 5
Yeah.
ball. Jesse's got a smart little shot to start here on the 1 ball. A couple different options and try to go for the combo, play safe, play a bank, play carom.
That's how you get him, huh?
This is Sharky Waters. In case you didn't know.
We're teasing Dom as he moves one of the blue balls, counting their score. Yeah, to the wrong side. Made it look like he just took one of the wins off of the board.
Great shot by Jesse, putting a wall of balls between the 1 ball and the cue ball. Ooh, great masse around those balls. Comes back to the other end of the table.
It's like Dom also almost gives him a piece of his own medicine there, but I think you can
Absolutely.
see just a little corner of that one around the 3.
Yeah, it looks like you can see a little over half the ball. I think.
I guess I was thinking,
Ooh, Jesse scratches. He
unfortunate.
went for it and he came around 2 rails and scratched.
I was thinking as you were responding to my comment, like seeing a corner of a ball, what a weird thing to say.
The edge. We call it the edge of the ball.
The edge of the ball. Well, Dom saw enough of the edge of both of those to get the 1 and the 2 in the side and the corner respectively, and it looks like he's got a straight shot here at the 3.
Oh, great stroke. He draws straight back.
Gets a little up on that 7. I'm not sure if that's what he was hoping for.
Oh. Yeah, jacking up over that 7 ball definitely didn't help him there. It's not normally a problem.
No, I mean, but you don't like those shots.
No, they feel weird and uncomfortable, and you're high up, and you're at this like 45-degree angle downwards. It's weird. Ooh, great shot by Jesse. He drilled it in the corner. Oh, he just overcuts that 6 ball a little bit.
Can't quite get it to fall, unfortunately.
Yeah, it gives Dom a nice opportunity here. Oh, I don't think the boys are liking the 6 ball very much. Maybe it's the green on gray.
Could be. You know, speaking of, gotta say, I really miss the TV color balls. Well, Jesse seems to not have a problem with it that time. He was close enough to make easy work of that, and Same with the 7 in the corner. Pretty good leave on the 8.
Now it's just decisions. How does he want to get up to this 9 ball? Ooh, that was fun. Inside English. Right side of the 8 ball. Come around 2 rails.
You know, they've been ending quite a few games with that 9 in the corner now. That's the second one in a row, I believe.
Yeah, the 9 ball hasn't been moving a whole lot off at the break. That brings the score up to 5 for Jesse.
Yeah, 5-0. Looking a little rough in Dominic's corner as far as the scoreboard shows. But, you know, that's what they say about 9 ball is the winner is not the person that shoots the best, but the person that doesn't make the last mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. The 9 ball got kicked by the 7. Oh, Jesse scratched.
Yeah,
Looks like
unfortunately.
the 1 ball kicked it in. Is that what happened?
Yeah, sent it. The cue ball got sent flying off the break into that corner, unfortunately.
Yeah. Nice down and back here with the cue ball. Get good shape on the 2. Great draw stroke.
Eric was sharing a sip of his beverage here behind the scenes with Cassandra, and I'm looking at this bottle, the Pliny the Elder, excuse me. Quite literally.
Dominic doesn't quite pocket the 4 ball, and the cue ball didn't make contact with the rail, so he gave Jesse ball in hand here on the 4 ball. It's a tough roll right there, especially when you're trying to play pocket speed and you get it almost just right. He's a half turn of that ball off from it dropping.
Pliny the Elder and the logo on that bottle. Looks straight out of Lord of the Rings, if you ask me. Looks like some very Middle Earth. Oh, and he's got the sticker on his laptop to match. Eric does. What do you know?
Jesse opts to take the 4 ball up table. Nice shot on the 5 ball in the side. I think he's a little bit off angle from where he wanted to be. He's reassessing. Oh, he hit that 6 ball just a little bit thin again.
Yeah.
Almost the same shot.
I was going to say, sometimes it can be kind of nice to have all those balls bunched up in the corner. It starts to feel like you're just running speed drills, but...
Yeah, sometimes it just gets in the way because you're thinking about how to put them in the right pocket or all in the same pocket or, you know. Great shot by Dominic.
Pretty awesome leave off of the 6. He had like a carom and like some play off the pocket.
Oh. Looks like he might have hooked Jesse behind this 9 ball a little bit.
Oh, could overhear a little frustration at the missed shot, but really of all the situations to leave him in, this one's not bad.
Yeah, definitely. Not when you only have 2 balls left on the table. This isn't bad at all.
Totally. There's just, we're looking at like maybe a kick off the side or maybe off the back rail in a safety attempt.
It looks like he's doing a 3-rail kick.
Yeah.
He's aiming where to hit down at that bottom rail to come off that side left rail. Oh, almost just like that, folks.
Too bad.
Nice shot on the 8 by Dom. Great shot on the 9.
It's like not the shot you want to give yourself when you're struggling. But
All right, Dominic is going to be back up to break. The score is 5-1 Jesse right now.
You know what I like to see in Dom's game right now is his ability to continue. You know, you can see in the body language both players, or any player really, on a miss, expressing a little disappointment or a little frustration, or, you know, just kind of wearing some degree of their emotions on their sleeve. But you like to see Dom's definitely doing this tonight. And both players really quick to shake that off and get back on the horse and refocus and take the best shot you can every time.
Great break. All right, the 1 ball went down and the 5 ball. Trying to see if Dom has the window to the 2 right now. Oh, he massaged a little bit and made it. That was a great shot. This 3 ball down the rail is a little bit difficult, but I'm sure he has it. He's definitely skilled enough.
Nice and
Great
straight.
shot.
Just a little brush off that rail actually straightened it out even more. He left himself a little close to the 4 here.
Yeah, he got a little close to his work.
See what he's gonna do with this shot.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out what the natural angle is, how he needs to adjust. Oh, great shot.
Wow.
He definitely had to rely on some ball making skills there. That's for sure.
You like the leave that he's got here too. That's nice.
Oh, got lucky. Got the bank off of that 6 ball. Wasn't the pocket he was intending. Good shot on the 7. All right. All right, break and run. Second one of the night, right? One from Jesse and one from Dom each. That is going to bring the score. It's 5. I'm sorry, I think I said 4 at the beginning of the last rack. It is 5-2.
5-2, yeah. That's exactly what you like to see from a player like Dom against an opponent like Jesse. They both know each other's game well. They both know the shots that are going to get under each other's skin and that are going to pressure their opponent. And both of them also enough games against each other under their belt where they're both just able to easily shake off that frustration of a missed shot and able to turn, you know, what looked like to anyone else could have been game over with a score of 4-0, 5-0, and then Dom just rallies and comes back and he's looking strong.
Yep, absolutely.
It's exactly the high level of play we like to see here. More strong breaks. He gets the 5 in the corner that we've come to expect. 6 goes flying across the table in the opposite corner. He's got eyes on the 1. A little awkward here.
It's a little bit thin. It's doable. If you watched the Moscone Cup last week, Woodward made a lot of these shots.
And it's so thin, in fact, that he doesn't quite come into contact with the ball.
Yeah, he
Even
overthins
Jesse,
it.
ball in hand.
Ooh, he kisses the 9-ball on the right side there and knocks it out of his way to get good shape on the 2. Overrolled on the 2 a little bit. He's gonna have to readjust and figure out where he wants to put this 3-ball. Probably in the side pocket. Oh, he might be aiming for all the way down. Combo.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to opt for that combo. It looked
Yeah.
like.
Not a bad choice because it sends the 1 or the 3-ball down to this end of the table.
Yeah. You know, it takes some confidence in what you're doing to take that combo. I've played plenty of games feeling like, oh, that's obviously where you want to go with it, and then finding myself giving the cue ball back to the other player.
Yeah. Combos aren't easy.
No, definitely not. I always feel that extra added little bit of pressure because you're like, I'm either going to look really cool or really foolish.
Right. I missed a combo in my match against Eric. 6-9
in the
combo.
in the crew match, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
All
Well,
right.
speaking of confidence, here's Jesse again clearing things up, making it look easy.
Yeah, that'll bring the score 6-2. Jesse. He'll be back up to break here.
Breaking on the hill. Cassandra's whispering in my ear here, reminding me that we've got a hidden shark that I don't believe anyone has found yet. And I'll give this away just because we're nearing the end of this episode here, but there's only one camera angle that we really have tonight where you're going to be able to see that shark.
There it is, folks.
Yeah.
There it is. Can you find it?
It's a tricky one. It's kind of obstructed a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got a weird thing hanging off of it.
Jesse did make the 7 on the break. I will point that out. He's lining up where he wants to put this 1 ball. Tangent lines. Oh, great try there. Yeah. It almost looked like he went for a twofer. He was going for the 1 fine combo, but also to hit that 2 ball and maybe pocket the 2 ball. Ooh, Dom makes a great save. That was good.
Yeah, Dom locks Jesse up here a little bit.
Looks like he's looking at a 2-railer. With some masse.
I love seeing people line these shots up. I'm still just rookie enough of a player to where I haven't memorized all of the little tricks to...
Yeah, he definitely tried to get some spin on there because he couldn't see enough past the 5 ball to hit where he needed to on that rail to come out. So he tried to use some extra spin on the masse to get further down and then straighten out the angle
Yeah.
off of that first rail to the second one. This isn't easy, though, for Dominic. He has to work for it with that 8 and the 2 so close together. He definitely has to make sure that he's on the right side of the ball in order to pocket it. It has a couple of pockets, but you definitely can't let the 8 ball obstruct. Ooh. Great try.
Really unexpected tactic there.
Absolutely, yeah.
But that was kind of cool.
Well, and it left Jesse tough too. The one ball's kind of out in the middle, off of the rail.
Yeah, you can
I don't
see
know
he's
how
kind
that
of
bank looks past the 3 ball.
double checking his work there.
Yeah.
Nice slow roll. Ooh, and the double kiss. He unfortunately ends up on, I think, the opposite side of that one that he wanted to. He would have left himself just as safe.
Oh, Dom tried to play another safe and just kind of overrolled it. Oh, Anna got it.
Right on. Shout out to Anna Busley. Under the clean slate sign, you'll find our shark with a weird boomerang looking thing hanging off the tail.
Ooh, another great combo attempt. Oh, and it almost worked in the opposite side pocket.
Yeah, I thought we were going to
Kissing
see
off of the
that.
6. Oh. This 1 to a 2 ball is proving difficult. The guys have missed a couple of shots while trying to get good shape on it. Get to the right side. Oh, Jesse tried it with a slow roll.
You almost wonder, as Dom gets that one in the corner, you almost wonder how you can kind of almost see a little bit of impatience on both of the players, frustration with missing a couple easy shots. You can almost see that kind of build off of one another. It seems it's maybe hard to see on the cameras and over the internet or whatever, but there's kind of a energy in the room that you can feel when both players are really playing well. Very uplifting energy versus missing a couple easy shots and feeling that frustration. Nice 3 in the side pocket by Dom.
Yeah, that was a great reverse bank there.
And you can almost kind of feel that that rain cloud, if you will, like dissipating already as the guys are getting back into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be frustrating to go back and forth on the same ball while trying to get shape on the same ball and all the different situations that can come up that are just like, well, this isn't quite good enough for me.
Totally. And I think even, people that are playing at the hobbyist level will like recognize the games that are really fun, especially if you're not a high level player, the games that are really fun are like when everyone gets lucky over and over and it feels like all the balls are going in, then you love playing pool.
Yeah.
But you kind of what do they say, you got to play through the slumps.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of how you know the people who are like really willing to stick through it is a lot of times when people go through slumps and they're like, oh, I'm going to take some time off or whatever and then come back to it. Those are, you got to figure out how to play during the frustrating times, because if it comes up in a match, are you going to quit your match, break down your cues and go home?
Yeah.
Or are you going to try and play through it and work through it? And
yeah, there's an awareness there. We were talking
great
nice
shot.
6 in the corner there by Don. We were talking during the open swim that for some people that they can come back from that break almost stronger than when they left. So you got to have the right awareness of when you got to play through it and when you got to maybe give yourself a little bit of rest.
Well, it all depends on the reason on why you're taking your break. Are you taking your break because you're on a slump? Or are you taking your break for other mental health reasons or physical reasons?
Totally.
Or family time? Like, what's important to you to take the break from pool? Is it because you're not playing well? I don't know. It's a lame excuse to me, man.
Well, Dom, in big ups to Dom as he gets that 9 ball out in the same corner that we've been seeing all night, nonetheless. And the cue ball rolls pretty far almost into the other corner, but he stays safe. Yeah. And I totally agree with you, Cassandra. Like, and this is not just with pool. I think this is with anything that you want to focus on. Like, breaks and rest are totally okay, but doing so because you're frustrated or doing so because you're giving up is like not the healthiest option.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect practice makes perfect performance. That's what we say here. And giving up or quitting because you're having a bad day is not perfect practice.
Absolutely. 5 ball is down.
Yeah.
Great shot and stroke by Dom to come down and back off of the rail and actually hits the second rail and just bounces off. Almost perfect for this 2 ball.
Yeah, just awesome speed on that shot.
Yeah. Oh, he tries to cheat the pocket a little bit. He was a little straight on that 2 ball and ended up missing it. It's tough, tough roll.
The greedy player in me sees the 2-9 combo, but I would guess that Jesse's going to play it a little more safe, and he does.
Yeah.
3 in the side there. Nice shot, Jesse.
Yeah. Slow roll down here from the 4 for the 6. Oh, no, he played inside English off of the corner. Inside English is left in that instance. Oh, he's going to shoot as a lefty here. Great shot by Jesse.
Impressive.
Yes. Nice shot. Great speed to just stop it for the 8 ball. Ooh.
Wow, just serious composure here, bringing him down to game point.
And the 9 ball goes in the opposite corner on the last rack of the night by Jesse.
What a strong finish. What a strong game overall from both players, both in Jesse just keeping his composure and shooting strong, and Dom just really powering through a couple frustrating moments to give himself like 2 wins in a row. You don't always expect to see that with where your emotions are at, with where the score was, where it was at the time. But yeah, just love seeing these 2 guys play. A lot of camaraderie, a lot of rivalry, a lot of pushing each other to play better, and that's just fantastic to see. Well, Jesse, I think, is going to pony up $10 here, and we're going to get him going on the last segment of our show, which is the Clean Slate Pool Tables Break Pot. Dom, correct me if I'm wrong. We're going by Clean Slate Pool Tables now. Is that right? Coming in 2020, you'll be able to check out some of Dom's work. You'll be able to get in touch with him for all of your pool table and needs, sales, repairs, new felt, you name it. And that website is going to be cleanslatepooltables.com. We'll be up and running very shortly here with in January with all kinds of beautiful photos of tables from all throughout Dom's illustrious career of working on some of the finest damn tables you've ever seen or ever played on. And we're getting from the Peanut Gallery here some rave reviews, 5 out of 5 on Yelp. Beautiful table, says Deborah Gross. Well, we've got an interesting offer here on the table. If Jesse wins the break pot, Deborah Gross, our #1 fan and close friend, has offered to incentivize an additional $50 that she's going to throw into the toy drive for this weekend. And Jesse, wow, what a gentleman that he said he would donate his winnings if he wins the break pot.
On the snap.
For the kids. What's better than that? Well, you know the rules. No magic rack. This is 1 rack of 9 ball. You got to make a legal shot on every shot. And if you can make the 9 ball in through clearing the whole rack or through a carom or through a combo, that's a legal shot, then you're going to take 90% of what's in that treasure chest home. And Jesse's one of the best players we got around here, so let's see what he can do.
Sharked by Moscone.
Got the cutest little meow sound from Moscone in the corner right before the break. And what a good-looking break that is. The 1 ball goes down. And the 5 ball goes down. Got a little water break here while Jesse hydrates because he's got some. Well, I say water break, but I mean that colloquially. It's he's drinking iced tea. Yeah, good look at that 2 ball. Once again, right before that shot, Eric knocks over some equipment in the background. We just can't give this guy a break here. Nothing but interruptions. Just barely misses the 3 ball. Unfortunate, man. Well, it looks like while our break pot won't be going to the kids, I know this weekend a lot of money's going to be raised, and a lot of kids who maybe a little underprivileged or lacking some nice toys in their life are going to have some stuff to look forward to. So much respect to Jesse and his crew for what they're doing. And Dom, before we get out of here, you got any parting words for the people?
Yeah, everybody, thanks again for tuning in. Shout out to the sponsors, Harold Prine from Prine Custom Cues. Jesse, grab that thing and shoot some balls with that custom carbon fiber shaft and post some reviews on the Sharky Waters page, will ya? Tipsy Tomato is where we go eat pizza after the show. And then, of course, Clean Slate Pool Tables is going to be coming out in January, sponsoring the show and all of your local pool table area. So thanks for all the likes and the shares and the comments and the questions in the chat rooms. We appreciate that. Don't forget, we're filmed in front of a live studio audience, and so if you guys ever want to come in, you can message us and figure out exactly where we are, and we'll be happy to have you guys tune in live. Just bring some snacks or something. Remember, perfect practice makes perfect performance, and shout out to the guys in dorm room C at the Nisqually Correctional Center. You guys have a good night and enjoy peace.